My
Tifa.
goodness. This tells you we rely too much on Geraldine for organizing these things.
This is payback.
This is the test.
Go ahead, laugh,
Okay.
Geraldine. Go ahead, laugh, because we know you want to laugh inside.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in from wherever you're tuning in from. I know we have people on that have already signed up for the summer soiree. We have people from our community who's thinking about it or want to know more. And we wanted to have, as we get closer to the time for us to wrap up registration period, we thought it would be wonderful for us to have a opportunity to talk to people from our extended community who have participated in events with us before, who can really give you a taste and a flavor of what it is to be a part of a Triple Stitch Collective program or event or experience. And so we're kind of calling this a Quilters Reset. We're really, really looking forward to the summer soiree, which is a unique event for us because it's a 3 day online retreat. And we really want to dive deep into this whole retreat experience. And at the end of the day, an effective retreat is all about the people that you're with. So it's all about the community. And so we wanted to hear from those who have both participated in things we've done before and some who have also just signed up for Summer Soiree. We wanted to hear from them and kind of get it from their perspective on why they're excited about Summer Soiree and why they're and just a little bit about their experiences with Triple Stitch Collective before. So I want to welcome you to today. Of course, I have Guyleen Fitzgerald on with me, who is part of the threesome for Triple Stitch Collective. Geraldine, who's having a little bit of audio issues, is in the background, so she's here on with us, but you probably won't hear a whole lot from her today. But I would really, really like to welcome our three guests, and that is Eric. Hello, Eric,
Hey there.
Rebecca, and Tracy. And just want to welcome all the three of you on today. And this is going to be an open conversation. We're going to ask some questions. Feel free to pipe in where you want, and just to give feedback. So, Guyleen, you have anything to chat
Yes.
about?
Yeah, we could just dive in because other than that, we're going to be here till 12 o'clock my time. And maybe we
Exactly.
should, yeah, we'll have a mini reset retreat right here as we go. So one of the things we talked about as quilters sometimes is making time for yourself without guilt, and what does that mean? So let's kind of delve into and we can start with Eric and kind of go around was
Put them on the spot.
how does quilting change your mood
Mm.
or your energy?
For me, it's a really good escape because I can create order and put something together and also achieve it in a sort of bounded amount of time. A lot of my work projects can drag on for years or decades, and so it can be very hard to have a sense of accomplishment sometimes. And so sometimes it's nice after a day. It's like, I'm gonna just come, take all these little pieces and make something cool. So
Wow.
it's very relaxing.
Would you like to answer the same question, Rebecca? How
I was
does,
I
go
was
ahead.
just thinking about that, and I agree with Eric. I happen to be happily retired, so making time for quilting is, yeah, unfortunately, it's very easy. So, but I truly enjoy making time for quilting with my friends. I belong to a bunch of groups, in-person groups mostly, and really, really enjoy the time I get to spend with them, sharing their ideas and having having them tell me how wonderful I am. That's the best part. Yes.
Yeah. What about you, Tracy?
So on my license plate, I have a banner that says quilting is my therapy. So I think it's very important to have therapy every day. So I start my day every morning between 4:30 and 5, and I don't need to be to work until 8:30. So I sew 2 to 3 hours every single day so that I know
Oh
no matter
man.
whatever else happens that day, I've started out doing something that gives me joy and makes my heart happy.
Yeah.
I love that.
I need to follow you. Maybe, yeah, maybe. What state are you in? Maybe what's time zone
Connecticut.
are you? Oh yeah, we're on the same
On
time
the same
zone.
coast, at
I
least.
love that discipline. I mean, because I'm older, so I take high blood pressure meds, and you do that on time. You go to school sort of on time. But even for me, quilting to lock the time and say nothing is going to come before, or I'm
Nothing.
going to get up early to do it. Oh, how beautiful that is. And that's why you're so chilled over there in Connecticut. You're just like woosah.
Ask my family about the chill part. During those 3 hours I'm in here, I'm chill. Now, what happens when I leave here? That's a
It's a
different
difference.
story.
I did hear two things when the three of you talked. I know Rebecca talked about her friends, and that reminds me of this whole concept of community. And then, Tracy and Eric both talked about like really having this sort of boundary time to be able to
Mhm.
dedicate to just being able to just focus on something that's just for us. And I think that that's what's going to be so special about the summer soiree is the fact that we're going to have both this time that's set aside. And we're really encouraging people to literally set aside these 3 days, right? So we have both that and paired with that, there's something like online events are wonderful, but online events with connection are going to be so much more. So we're really excited about that with the summer soiree. So like in thinking about what was it that made you register for summer soiree? What made you say yes to summer soiree? Rebecca?
Um, I'm doing an in-person retreat this summer, but I'm really looking for, and that'll be fun because I'll be physically with them. But this is going to be so much fun because I'll be in my home. I don't have to go looking or remembering to bring different things. It's all right around me.
Right.
How wonderful is that? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to having everything around me. Yeah.
Love that. Eric, so what makes this event feel different from other online events? Was there anything about it that made it feel different or that
Well,
intrigued you?
yeah, so I think the setup for the Day Away Mystery Quilt, I think the use of the standalone classroom and community was really special. And it was nice to not just be on, say, Facebook or something, where it was not sort of mixed in with everything else you're doing. And it's like, hey, here's the separate place you can go. And then also the way it keeps the sort of class content and here's the materials and the training or the lesson, and you can really ask your question. Hey, I think I read this here and you did this. What and it's linked to that video. It's just so much more helpful than it just kind of got lost in,
Yeah.
whatever randomness. And so I think seeing that the three of you just really did such a great job on the day away, it's like, oh yeah, I want to be able to, use that setup again and whatnot.
Awesome. So, and Eric's, for those of you who are tuning in who don't know, we do have our classroom and community that's dedicated on our website, which is really nice because we love the connection of like what a Facebook or these other platforms will give you, but we don't like all of the other stuff that you have to deal with. And so we know we can go in here and it's going to be all quilting all the time and a
Right,
wonderful
right.
group of people as well. So thank you for that.
Tracy,
Um,
we don't want to forget you. You want to go on that question?
So Eric took the last part of it. I was going to say, my experience with the day away was so positive. I'm computer challenged in certain parts. So coming away from being able to go in and go into the community, go into the classroom, go into the videos, go into the chat, and
Hmm.
getting feedback almost immediately from you guys was amazing to me. And the fact that you guys basically erased my fear of technology. And so what I learned just from that, I'm like, I've got to go to Summer Soiree to see what else they're going to erase. I'm like, I am just so excited to
Uh-oh.
be amongst you guys. I've learned so much, and I just like, it's like an onion that's just blooming. I feel like I'm just blossoming in your presence, and I just can't wait to see
Oh
what else
gosh, yes.
has to bring.
Uh-oh, the pressure is on now,
I
guys.
know, I know, I know, I know, I know,
Well, I,
I
I think
know.
just to tag on to that, I think one of the, like, I think the pre-recorded materials, like, this is the lesson for this section, were fantastic. But I also think some of the more, I'll call it ad-lib stuff, like, Guyleen, like, you just on the floor, like, trying to pick colors for the thing was eye-opening for me. Because like I can't do Scrappy, like I just can't, like I like, and let me be clear, you haven't solved it, but I was like, okay, I can like see a piece of it now, but like that was, I don't know that that was like you were sitting like, oh, we should talk about how you do this, but that's what came out of it, and it was really helpful for me.
Yeah,
That was a wonderful experience. Thank you, Gunning. Yeah.
yeah, one of the things that we believe of what makes us different, is because we're the triple. So each of us has teaching styles, and on whether how formal we are, where our humor comes from. And I'm probably the one that flies by the seat of my pants, that I don't do. I'm low tech, so there's no voiceovers, no nothing. You get it wherever you got it. And I'm just starting to edit even my videos. So generally, but I think some of that makes it approachable, because if you're somebody that really needs strong instructions and straightforward, it's there. If you're somebody who can say, oh, it doesn't matter that seam allowance, just keep going, it'll work itself out, there's something there for you. And so we have all these different levels that we bring to the table. And between the three of us, we can pretty much handle the whole community on what you find. And, and just like life, there's always more than one way to do it. So if somebody gets stuck, and we're all reading the comments, whether it's our section or not, we're like, oh, let's try this. Or we'll pull you offline and work with you one-on-one to get you over the hump, that maybe we need to present it a little bit differently because that's how you absorb it. So that's all really, really, really good stuff to hear. And I always like to be the cheerleader. So as part of that question, a follow-up is, and I think most of you already answered this, is how will the 3-day restorative weekend impact your creativity? Like, what do you see yourself doing on the other side of the weekend?
It's
Who
just
would like to
more after the
start?
weekend ends.
Yeah. So if it's a retreat and it's a restorative, relaxing retreat, how do you think your creativity will be? Or do you think it'll be different when you get on the other side of the 3 days?
Well, I know how I feel when I come home from a guild meeting. It's just, or a quilt show. It's like, oh, nothing else is going to get done. I just want to try this out and experiment with it. Try some different colors. Try a different shape. Yeah, I'm not planning to do anything for the rest of the summer, because I know there's going to be a lot of really fun ideas from you guys and from everybody else that's
Yeah.
going to be showing us stuff that they're working on,
Absolutely.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
You
so
want, go ahead.
anybody else have input on that? Otherwise, we'll hop on to the next question, because I want to talk about
Okay.
community.
Go ahead. Go.
I want us to talk about, I know that, a lot of, like, I sew by myself all the time, but there's nothing like being in a room full of quilters. This is going to be a virtual room, but, and some of you experienced some of that during a day away, whether it was us cheering on Eric and his, quilt pictures with his socks in it, or Rebecca when she's showing her quilt blocks, or from her a day away that you can see right behind her today. Whatever that was, it was that, like, I think, was it Tracy or Rebecca that mentioned just now that having your friends all cheer you on and tell you how great you're doing?
Right.
Right. So we love to have this, right? So what happens emotionally when you sew for others? I remember I did um, a residency with a few other quilters last summer, and coming out of that, I was just so restored and ready to go on. So what do you think you'll experience coming out, like emotionally? Like, how is that going to feel on the other side?
So for me, it's going to emotionally, the major impact is not having to unpack my stuff once I get home from retreat, right?
Mhm.
So that's going to be huge. And I'm looking to be more energized. Eric talked about having unfinished quilts. I've been in a restorative state in my sewing room for the past 36 hours, and I counted 17 quilt tops that need to be quilted. So I've signed up. I'm going to watch more of Geraldine's videos using my ruler, and I've also signed up for a long arm class. So I'm hoping to keep that energy going, and by the end of the summer, maybe only have 2 or 3 quilt tops that need to be quilted. So I'm hoping that the energy keeps me energized to keep going.
Perfect.
Okay. Eric or Rebecca, you have something you'd like to chime in on that emotionally? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's quilting is emotional. For me, it's a happy place, but it's also knowing that what I'm doing, somebody else, I've made so many quilts for so many years. I don't keep too many anymore, but I give them away. And I just love the idea that somebody else is going to enjoy something that I've been able to make. So yeah, it's very satisfying, very en empowering.
So how do you think, like during the retreat where you're going to be able to see like headshots basically of other people in their studio? So it's going to be like a virtual in big room that you're going to be with. Are you looking forward to that piece as well?
I love having faces to names. When I look,
Mhm.
it's the first, not quite the first thing every morning is I check all my communities, my giant clammy and my um, triple stitch. And I recognize a lot of the names now and what they're working on, what kind of stuff they're working on. So I'm really looking forward to getting faces to, and, chatting with them and finding out, hey, are they near me? Or I might be traveling to their area and connecting. So yeah, that's going to be pretty exciting.
Eric, did you want to add? Or are you good?
Well, I was just gonna say, so I'm probably the odd one out of the bunch because I started quilting during the pandemic. So this has always basically been an online only activity for me
Okay.
because when I started, there was nothing open. And and it's always funny, people are like, how do you buy fabric online? I'm like, is there another way to buy fabric? There were no stores you could go into, right?
Right, right, right.
And so it's funny for me to hear a little bit because like I haven't really done well. First of all, I guess it is scary because it's now been like 6 years, but like I've not done an in-person class really, and so like to
Mm.
me this is more normal, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is like kids who have been homeschooled.
A
When
little bit,
COVID
yeah.
came, it's like, what's the problem? This is normal. And actually, you guys are behind because we already know how to do all this stuff. Yeah, and
It's just different, right? It's just a different
right,
framing. So it's just interesting, it's like pack your stuff up. It's like, where would I pack my stuff to? Like,
right, right.
and
Oh, so
also
you
like,
so you haven't had the adventure
how,
of
how could I
packing.
take all the rulers? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
like there's
Maybe Eric, you need to do a dry run and just think you're going away on a retreat so you can experience how you could fill an entire vehicle and only be gone for 24 hours.
okay. This is this is like
Or
a
6 hours for a class.
Right, right. It's
I-
amazing.
Doesn't that have
I-
wheels on it, Eric? No.
yes, but it weighs 300 pounds. This is a 300 pound
Yes.
thing with a custom ironing board on top of it. Yeah, I mean it's
I know you need a truck with the little
I
ball
I
on it
need
and just haul it and just
well,
use it
and I
as a
need like an
trailer.
elevator to
Right.
So, guys, I started quilting in 1974, and we used pencils and cardboard and graph paper
Oh
and
gosh.
scissors. And those were our templates and our patterns.
Oh,
So,
my heart
so
beats.
the idea of being able to talk to somebody about, and yeah, it's a wonderfulness that we've got these days. So, I take advantage of everything I can find just because it's pretty cool. Yeah.
So
That's I love that. So we have a lot of fun things planned for summer soiree, and we wanted to create, like, we're going to teach you. You're not going to leave an event with Guyleen or Jared or myself and not learn something.
right.
Whether it's taking a deeper dive into polygons with Guyleen, Geraldine's going to be playing with trirex or triangle and a square blocks, but we're also going to get a taste of quilting with her. Of course, I'm teaching half rectangle triangles this time, so you're going to learn something. We are teaching blocks that are achievable within the time frame. So you could, some people are going to come out of that weekend with a quilt done, top done, or a table runner or something. You can leave that weekend with a project, but we have a lot of other things planned as well. And we wanted to sprinkle it in, if you're at retreat and everyone's bringing snacks for the table, or you're making drinks or whatever. So we wanted to kind of sprinkle that in. Is there any of that sounds fun to you, that you're excited about at all? Like, what part of it sounds interesting to you?
I was at the Walmart yesterday and found the tea that you told us about.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm looking forward to brewing some of that. I like hot tea. I know everybody else likes cold, but
I'm a hot tea drinker. I'm with you. I'm with you, Rebecca.
I like them
I
both.
got a cabinet full of teas.
yes.
Yes, blueberry tea iced is delicious. So we may look
Okay.
at that too. Okay, so
As
the
you're saying
beverages.
Pyrex, I'm like, oh, I gotta go look for those rulers.
So you
I
have
got
that.
I got all your all's rulers in one drawer, but I was like, wait,
Oh,
those are
we have
somewhere else.
a drawer dedicated. I love
Yeah, there
this.
I
you
have a
go.
drawer for Guyleen and the
I love
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah,
I love
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay, but the big giant clammy does not fit in the drawer.
It does
I need a
not.
whole
It
nother
does not.
cabinet.
I know. You're gonna have to use that like it's stained glass and let it hang,
Well,
in
or
the
I have to take
window.
my artwork down and hang the giant clammy instead.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Well, that's gorgeous too.
So,
Um,
Latifa, if I'm honest, I'm a little stressed out about the eating, and it's because of my OCD. So,
Oh,
like when I'm on retreat, we have breakfast at this time and we have dinner at this time. And I always go into the mindset, I have to get this amount done. So, I'm into and
oh.
trying to figure out how I'm going to be relaxed enough to partake in the socialization and just relax and let the flow go. But to be honest, it's stressing me out. I'm like, I can see myself being in the middle. I'm like, wait, they want to stop and play a game? Like, what are they talking?
The thing, this is in some ways going to be a choose your own adventure.
Okay.
So you don't have to play the games and you don't have to make the recipes. And
But I enjoyed it when we did it the last time. I
but
enjoyed it. So,
then you can, exactly, you can hop in when you're ready.
okay.
But other than, or pick one or two things you want to be, and you can put it on mute, and in the background, you're sewing your blocks. You
right.
can totally make it your own. So
Okay.
we'll give you a little guidance to make sure this is not, we want this to be the opposite of a stressful experience for you.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah. So
So
you
there's
can
there's
mute
no
yourself, right?
obligations. Yeah, no obligations. You can make this, the you can approach this in a way that best supports you as a quilter.
Well,
But I
the other
also
thing
want to open up to new experiences. Does that make sense? So I
Yeah.
don't
Absolutely.
want to be so wedged in my old way that I'm missing out what you guys are sharing. I'm just trying to process it. So I'm gonna be okay.
And a
We'll
lot
keep
of
Yeah.
in
those,
touch with you, Tracy, and make sure you're paying attention. We'll hold your hand.
perfect. And a lot of times we all know, like, the magic happens when you're like doing the other things, when you're like having drinks together, or creating
Yes.
something outside of your, so yeah, it'll be fun. It'll
Yeah.
be a
And if
lot of
we see
fun.
you going back to old habits, we'll poke you. We'll say, Tracy, unmute yourself. We gotta see what you're doing and do all that. And
This
a lot of the food stuff, which of course is optional, and when the event is coming, so you can kind of pre-plan a little bit. so that you have maybe lunch meat hanging around, something fast to fix,
Yeah.
and have menus ready for your family if you got to prepare meals for them, so that you could just point and say pizza night, and here's the number, and maybe give them a
Well,
credit card or something.
I
Just
think,
What?
the
Go
other
ahead,
thing that
Eric.
comes to mind is this isn't a race, and
right.
the information and the pattern is going to be there after. And
Yeah.
I know, like, it seems that I do the quilting at like way faster than the piecing part of it,
Yeah.
just way faster than other people. And I've had people say, like, how did you finish that already? I'm like, I don't know. That's just how fast I go. And it's like, and then like on the giant clammy thing that I'm doing with Latifa right now, like work has just been kicking my butt of late, and I see people with huge things done, and I only had bandwidth to really do the baby size, and like that's okay.
Mm,
And so the other thing is like remember that like whatever part of this is not like you don't have to finish it all the weekend. You want to take and have a good experience from it. And so work at a pace that works for you. And like, hey, if you finish it, then great. If you don't, what did did you get better maybe at butterfly seams,
Right.
or something,
Exactly.
And
hypothetically?
and we really designed it so, because we're quilters just like everybody else. So whatever your problems are, trust me, we got the same problems. We just fake it better sometimes. So
Reshoot the video.
yeah, we reshoot the video. But
They fixed it in post.
right, we really designed it so that if you did the minimum, which is one block a day, one of
mm,
mine, one of Latifa's, one of Geraldine's, you have a finished project. You need not go any further. So once you see that the retreat is ending and you're like, okay, I just want three a day, one a day. If you're a faster piecer like Eric, you may be able to get all three blocks done by me, all three of Latifa's, all three of Geraldine's. So we have different levels of success, quote unquote, because I know quilters they get stressed out seeing a pile of unfinished.
Mhm.
And they have other stuff that's also unfinished, and it's pulling at their heartstrings. So we
Yeah.
don't want to add to the stress level. We want to make these things so quickly that it's unbelievable. Remember, it's a 20 by 20-inch block,
They're
and they don't
huge.
have very
huge.
many pieces in it. And so it goes like lickety split, but it still has a technique. And but I wrote your name down, Tracy, because I'm going to keep track of you. All right.
I mean,
To
the thing about this whole experience is it's like Eric was saying, it's not about keeping up at all. It's about showing up for yourself. It's about you
Yeah.
putting this dedicated time aside just for you. And whatever you're doing during that time is perfect. You can come exactly as you are, put as much into it as you want to, get as much out of it as you want to. But literally at the end, our goal is for everyone to have at least one block done from each of one of the three of us. And we are giving you layouts for a table runner or to make pillows out of it. We're going to show you how to do all of that. But in addition to that, once you make that one block, you'll have the pattern with you. You remember the techniques and things. You can always make more later. So it's going to be like,
right.
we're going to teach you, we're going to have fun. It's going to be low stress, but you'll come out of it with something done at the end as well. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. Um,
Actually, can I ask a
Yes.
question, especially of you, Guyleen? What is the trick with the butterfly seams for thread color? Because I realized that the thread color that works well for one part of the block may be a disaster for finding the thread when you get to the other end.
Well, okay. You know how they say whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? So
I
I
have
would
heard this
say,
expression.
right. So whatever happens in any of my classes or workshops, if you take it outside, you may be shunned by the entire quilting community.
Oh, I'm
But
okay.
all
All
right.
right.
So the trick is never match the wrong side of your fabric.
Mhm.
So you're
mm,
always using contrasting no matter what.
Which is like the
And
reverse of normal, which is
yes,
why
and
we're
but
not,
you
this
don't
is the
need to
secret just
use you
among
don't
us.
need to use extreme. So
Okay.
if I'm sewing on white, I probably wouldn't use black, but I would go to a medium brown.
Mm,
Okay, and I use one color in my top and another color in my bobbin. So I got two different colors running.
Okay.
Okay, and so I could have like a creamy beigey, a light tan maybe in the top, and a darker brown or a mid blue. Mid blue is a nice color too, because a blue, a mid size, like the Delft blue, you can
Hmm.
usually see that against most wrong size of your fabric. And the rationale for that is if you cannot see your stitches because they blend in, you don't know what your seam allowance looks like.
right.
You can't self-correct on anything because you never saw the mistake. And when you come to unstitching, doing a butterfly seam, you can go blind. It's just not pleasant because you can't see the stitches. So you need to see it so you don't get eye strain. And when I really have to stitch, I usually am in my studio for 8+ hours, and I do early in the morning. You can break blood vessels, and all you're doing is adding more light, thinking the light is your savior. No, the thread color is your
Yeah,
savior. Darken the thread so you can see it on the wrong side of the fabric.
perfect.
Okay. Well, I will confess
Okay.
that I may have failed to do that, and I am finding, yeah. So I'm learning. So we'll fix
Right.
it in post later.
Yeah, yeah, but that usually works. And because think about the vintage ones 100 years ago, two colors, black and white.
Mm.
Everything was sewn black and white. And it wasn't until Orville gave us 600 that we thought we had to be picky about it. Okay, but this is not garment sewing. This is quilt making. So I don't get stressed on the stuff like that.
And that, my friends, is a taste of the tips and tricks and things that you pieces of gems of knowledge you'll get during summer soiree.
That's right.
I love that.
We tell you the stuff we don't write down.
The
So
stuff that
and
can't fit into a pattern.
right,
Absolutely.
right. That's the part on our little idiosyncrasies on how we manipulate things, and so yeah, and that's part of the videos too, when we can bring that camera down really close to your hands so that you can see exactly what our hands are doing, so you can emulate that flow because we're not there with you. um, I remember the first time I saw Latifa do curves, because when I sew curves, I have a lot of pins, lots of them.
Me too.
And I watched Latifa do it with one pin, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And she goes, zip, it's so easy. And I'm like, you really? That's it? And she folds it back, and it's so nice and smooth and everything, but it's how she manipulates it, what goes on the bottom, what's on top, how it's pulled, and to watch her do it repeatedly is really the gift. So you'll get
Registration marks.
right, but you'll get all of that. She's
Absolutely.
and heaven knows Geraldine, who's sitting over there quiet, um, she's
But
got her.
Geraldine is just happy that she doesn't have to run the image
I know,
today.
I know. Are you still listening to us? Yeah. Look.
She said yes. We can see her camera in the background.
She
Okay,
is like,
so
okay, go.
so what would you say to someone who's still thinking about registering? Someone who's kind of on the fence, who's thinking about making that commitment to themselves. Like what would you say? What would you tell
I
them,
would
like
say
from your experience and what you're expecting out of the event?
I would
Tracy?
say treat yourself. We if our kids need something, if our grandkids need something, we don't think about it. We just go and we do it. When it comes time for ourselves, we're like, am I going to spend the money? Spend the money on yourself. Look forward to the friends, fellowship, and community that you're going to be building and just dive in. You won't regret it.
It
Absolutely.
will be money well spent because just just like we just learned about the thread from Guyleen, there's going to be so many things that we didn't have a clue we were going to come away from. It's worth uh, yeah, it's totally worth the information you're going to get from all the teachers, all the fabulous teachers, and the other participants who will have really
Oh yeah.
interesting things to
Yes.
say. Yeah, and you don't have to drive. You don't have to spend all that money on gas. So
Oh yeah, you got the savings with the
yes,
gas. Is it still like $6 in California? What's your gas price, Latifa?
Yeah, we're around 6 instead of 7 now in Southern
Yeah,
California.
I saw one over 7 in San Francisco the other day.
Yeah, we
Oh
were close
yeah.
to 7
So
Yeah.
the
not too
retreat's
long
getting
ago.
cheaper and cheaper.
yep.
Well, it's not getting cheaper. It has more and more value.
More
How's
value.
that? More
More
value.
value.
So
Absolutely.
did you want to pipe in on that last question, Eric? Or are you good?
Well, I would just say, I would also say sort of what's the objection? Like, is it that the cost? Is it you're afraid of doing it? Is, whatnot? And think about like, I think there may be different answers to those things because I think Tracy touched on like, do treat yourself. This is really high value and a lot of good information. And I think, you know, just the amount of both written and video content that we got with the day away was phenomenal. So I can only imagine just how much we're going to get here again because we have all of these additional types of blocks and techniques for working with the different rulers and things like that. And I think, um, if it's, hey, I'm not sure about the time, remember this is going to be recorded also. So like, maybe you have a commitment you can't get out of on half of one of the days. Like, okay, but come for the rest of it then, right? And
Right.
so I don't know, think about what your objections are. And I think, um, for me, when I look at the day away quilt and I see some similarities here, like, um, I had not really, because I haven't been quilting very long, like worked and thought about the colors in terms of the lights, the mediums and darks that much and things like that. And so I think, you know, there's stuff there for all levels of folks, whether it's learning how to use a new set of rulers, maybe learning new things about colors or whatnot. So I just also add that in, I think, as well.
Yeah, one of the things, and everybody who was nervous about it and hesitant of, we always do that because we do, but we didn't do it this time. So there is no piecing, and then we have you hack it. So because that stressed out so many people, like, you got to be kidding me.
I thought that
We're
was
now
brave of y'all.
we're now cutting through our piecing, and but you guys went for it and it looks beautiful. So this is more traditional, that we actually made a square this time, and we're using pretty much the whole square, that you're not, you know, putting pieces all together, all kind of crazy things. One of the
And I will just say, I learned so much. And you know what? Actually, just having to cut into the thing at some point was good to do. And I actually, I did measure twice. I just misread something at one of the cuts, and I cut something completely wrong because multiple times I watched you. Guyleen, it was one of your videos. You said it correctly. The instructions were correct, and I just did it wrong. And I will tell you, I triple checked the wrong thing multiple times. And I cut it. You know what? Anybody other than the three of you probably won't notice it because you know what I did? I took the thing I cut off, sewed it back on, and
Good
made
for
it work in
you.
the immortal words of Tim Gunn.
That's
Right?
right. That's right. Made it
It made
work.
it unique, made
It
it
did.
totally
And
Yeah.
unique.
and
Yeah.
nobody to anybody else looking at it, they'll just think it's some other part of the pattern.
Right, right. One of the
Absolutely.
things that we kind of were brainstorming, because we've been prepping for this 3 days, is I came up with this idea that during life, I mean, it's going to go beyond the weekend that we're together, is that we have a jar of joy,
Oh,
and
I
that we
love that.
keep. So it's a mason jar that I have, and any jar will do that has a lid on it. And I use 3x3 post-it notes, which were here. Oh, here they go. 3x3 post-it notes. And I wrote on the sticky side so you could put them together. And just, what brings you joy? that moment that you are in your studio and you're happy or whatever, that the mood gets lighter or something, jot it down and just fold it and then put it in your joy box. So when your mood is down, you pull one out and read it. And this is why I come in my studio. This is my instant happy place. I mean, literally just crossing the threshold changes my mood instantaneously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I solve all problems here.
Yeah.
Hunger, violence, everything that goes on in the world. While I am stitching rotely away, my brain is working out solutions to everything in life. And so I started with this concept that maybe we just, you know how like some families, if you cuss or something, you have a money jar that you have to put in here. Why not be positive and have a joy jar? And
Love it.
just put your moments of joy in. So we're going to be doing a lot of that over the weekend, as we get little tidbits, and maybe you can put tidbits in it and all kinds of stuff. But I thought, and post-it notes. And I also have these, and they're not sticky, but they do fold nicely, and that you could just drop it in there. But a small piece of paper, you can actually make your own piece of paper. These are very little itty bitty guys, but yeah, and just keep it going. And if you want a fancy jar, and I'm not even going to pick a big one. I mean, because you could always push them down. Maybe we should add dollars in here too. I don't know, buy fabric. I don't know. I like Eric's comment when because people ask me too, where do you buy your fabric? And I say online, and they said, but you don't, how do you know if it's going to be true to the color? Does it matter? Are you kidding me? Do you know, when I buy fabric, I don't usually take a color swatch with me if I'm actually going to a shop. I quote, hold it in my memory. So can you imagine my memory on a shade of blue I thought I was supposed to be matching? So I end up getting like 5 or 6 different blues, praying that one of them will work when I get back home. And so that's how I grow my stash, is I hold it to memory. But there's no bad fabric. So it doesn't matter whether you order or not. Okay, Latifa, keep us on target. What's up next?
So we just want to take the time to, well, open the floor to our guests if there's anything else they want to say. But we want to let everyone that's viewing know that this is ultimately an invitation for you to join us. We have a really small, intimate group now, which we're kind of loving at first. But anybody that wants to join us, there's still space and room to be able to do that. Summer Soiree is from July the 30th to August the 1st. It's going to be 3 full days. You're going to get instruction on 3 blocks. We have lots of fun stuff as we've been talking about built in. But the biggest thing is it's just going to be a weekend for you, or a 3-day experience for you. It's going to be all about community and connection, and about not only creating moments of joy, but capturing those moments of joy to remember. And we're going to learn some new stuff. We're going to make some new blocks. Learn new tools. You have 3 world-class instructors as you're going to be dealing with as well. To sign up, you can go to shop.triplestitchcollective.com. And the cutoff date for registration, correct me if I'm wrong, Eileen, it's July the 15th. Is that still our date for cutoff for registration?
June
Geraldine?
15th.
June the 15th. Yep. So
June. Yeah, it's coming up.
June the 15th. So just over a
Like
week.
a week. Sign up
Yeah.
now.
Just over a week to sign up. So, and if you're joining us and you think a friend may want to join as well, then definitely send them our way as well. So, do we have last thoughts from anyone? Anybody? What are you looking? Yeah, Tracy.
In the packet, I love the sign that says "Do not disturb" for 3 days. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I showed it to my husband, and he has asked me to create a menu that he is going to bring to me so that I will not be disturbed. So the sign was perfect. I love it.
I love that. I love that. Yes.
We may have to put that on some merch.
We created a do not disturb sign.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there
It
it
says
is.
quilting retreat in progress. See you in 3 days. And it's already available on the class in the classroom so that you can download it and print it as well.
Yeah, speaking of the classroom, for those who have already registered, the classrooms, the platforms are open. So we're already chatting. We got download stuff available. The color palette is up, and there's lots of good stuff being in there, and we're on there chatting and starting to get to know. So even though we're not starting until the end of July, we already are starting. We're starting to get to know each other and feel things out. Some people are buying the kits that we have. Some want to use our stash, so we're going to be able to help them as they pick stuff for their stash well in advance so that when day one starts, you are ready. So we're going to be prepping you all along the way, get those menus ready, get these ingredients done. If you're going to be doing the light quote uncooking with us or drinking with us, our mocktails, this is what the supply list looks like for that. And how do you get that? So
And we have merch available.
and
Also,
we have
we
merch
finally posted
available.
merch.
And actually you can't even see this.
It's
No.
because I think you have the etched
There you go.
glass.
There you go. There you go.
It's
Wait a
really
minute.
pretty. It has Gylene's block on it.
Yeah, we have
Um,
merchandise with each of the blocks on it. So
Mm.
you have to go, like if you like a particular block. So we have there's some serving trays that are bamboo that have the whole runner on it. So that's really cool. We got t-shirts. Um, Geraldine, where's your mug? You got your mug up. I saw that, your insulated mug. It
oh,
says So Sip Soiree on that. We have t-shirts,
right.
all kinds of good stuff. And we have little glasses for our mocktails. So
Yeah.
they're stemless wine glasses that are a little cute, and they have etching on it as well. I think they say summer soiree on those,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, summer soiree on
Right. And then also, like for those of you who have ordered rulers or fabric kits, we have fabric kits still available. So in the beautiful color palette that we picked, the Benartex Batiks, those are still available to purchase. And if you don't have all 3 of the rulers, those are required, but we did them a la carte so that you can purchase those. And we will start shipping. What's our shipping date on that, Guyleen? I don't have our dates in front of me.
Yeah, the shipping date is in July. I know
It's in,
that.
I
so
wanted to order some t-shirts and stuff, so can they go together?
Yeah,
I'll email you.
that's a drop ship, and that'll
yeah.
go by itself. That's a
Oh,
drop
okay.
ship. Yeah,
All right.
so you don't have to worry about that part. But
But
we do,
registration closes on I think we're starting to ship at the end of this month, at the end of
Okay.
June.
yeah, I do
But
too.
we'll update you on all of that as well.
And
So
we definitely have swag
Yeah.
because Latifa is the queen of coming up with swag. So
we
if you
also have some fun little bonus things that we have that we're getting ready for you as well that will come in your mailbox as well. But we just want to remind everyone that, the world is crazy right now, and sometimes we need to spend time and dedicate that space for ourselves to create joy and to anchor joy. And our main goal for this weekend is to, along with sewing and learning, is to really create a joyful space and weekend and
absolutely.
community. And I like to think that we invite really joyful people that's important to them as well, into our community as well. And you can tell that by the conversation we've been having with Rebecca and Tracy and with Eric as well. So we're welcome you in to come and play with us and have fun. It's going to be a great weekend. And it's now is the time if you want to join us, not to wait too late to join us as well. June the 15th is your last day
Yeah.
to sign up. And if you have any questions, you can email us at glg@triplestitchcollective.com. Any last comments, anyone?
I'm so
That's
glad to
looking
hear that
forward.
I could go in for color selection. I didn't know that was really good. So I'm going to definitely do that. So I'm going to be in tonight or tomorrow.
We're there. What were
Perfect.
you going to say, Rebecca?
Oh, I'm just can't wait. I mean, I don't want to wish the summer away, but I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, really, really looking
Definitely
forward to
something to
it.
look forward to.
Yeah.
Yes. Eric?
Yeah.
I'm excited because I got jam-packed with work travel right up to that. So I'm not sure how much I will be home between now and then. So I'm excited to
Right.
have some fun stuff at home and whatnot to look forward to.
Did you order all your socks?
If I buy any more socks, I think my husband will
We're gonna have
tell
to
me.
we're
There
gonna have
is
to
the
we're gonna have
main
to
sock drawer. There's the overflow sock drawer. There's the overflow of the overflow.
that is funny. For those we're talking about Eric's socks for those of you who are watching, because Eric takes his quilt pictures with his really fun and funky socks included in the picture. And so we're always commenting in our community
Oh, yeah,
about
okay.
that. We'll have to design you some socks with some quilt images on it, Eric.
Yeah, something
We'll have to
yeah, no, if
we'll
I
have to
buy any more
pick some that
socks,
you
I
don't
will.
have.
It's gonna be bad. If
Yeah.
I'm not here for the thing, you'll know it's because I bought more socks and
You get in trouble. Yeah,
I
we
got in
get it.
trouble.
Awesome. Guyleen, any closing words?
No, we're so stoked. It's not about me. We're all, I can't wait to really delve into the community. That was so much fun. And I agree with Rebecca, getting names with faces. So in the community, you can upload your own photo and do that so we can get the better connection. And it becomes a family. I mean, even though the 3 days is going to seem like it's not enough, it will be more than enough to get us connected and to care about each other, to help each other out. And it's going to, I mean, the whole purpose is to build relaxation,
Mhm.
is to woosah. So I've been practicing
Oops.
on what we can do. Maybe we're doing some seating line dancing with our hands out. That was my task, and to keep us moving and to stretch. I've been doing chair yoga lately, so don't be surprised if you have to stretch every now and then. But I'm looking forward to it, and that's the biggest point, that we're ready. We'll have fascinators. I can't wait to see everybody's I can't wait to see what Eric's going to come up with. We've been, I don't know, because he's creative over there.
It'll just be another fancy pair of socks. That's all.
I know, it's okay. There you go. There you go. So anyway, but I can't wait. I'm just stoked for waiting for the excitement to happen.
Thank
Geraldine,
you, everyone. Go ahead.
Geraldine, you want to turn on your mic and go for it since we're almost done? Earth to Geraldine.
I think you caught her off guard. She's like, wait a minute.
I can hear you.
I know.
We missed you.
Yeah, I'll join you next time. I've been manning the chat on YouTube
Is there any
and
questions we
also
need to
sending out
answer?
a second email for those of us who got the wrong link for YouTube so everyone could join in. I've been listening in and chatting in the chat. So I just want to say it's going to be fun. It's going to be more than learning and making, although that's a part of it. It's the experience of spending time with others and doing something for yourself. I know that when I leave my house to go teach, I don't like the travel part, but I love the destination. I love being in the classroom. I love being with the students and with other quilters. And I am as tired as I am by the end of it, but in the middle of it, I am being refreshed and recharged. And that's what I want for everyone else. We need to have times of refreshment, times to recharge. When we do that for ourselves, we are making ourselves better for others,
Yes.
right? And most quilters are givers. We often are giving of ourselves and of our quilts. And if that's what you enjoy, you need to recharge. And what better way to recharge than to be in a space where the other people get you. They get why you quilt. They get why you need to sew. They get why putting fabric together, cutting it and putting it together matters, and the creativity that it feeds your soul, your being.
Yes.
So just come. Just come.
Absolutely. I want to thank Rebecca and Tracy and Eric so much for taking time out to have this conversation with us. It's been completely enjoyable. And I like to think that we've already started the summer soiree here today. So this is just a little taste of like the fun and joy that we'll have. And of course, Guyleen, thanks for sharing the platform with me here today in this conversation. There's a QR code on the screen that you can scan. You can go to shop.triplestitchcollective.com or just triplestitchcollective.com. That also gets you to the page where you can sign up if you haven't. You have just over a week to do so. But thank you so much, everyone. And we hope to see you over in one of our communities in one of our classes. Thanks, everyone.
Geraldine, you want to get a picture? Or somebody that knows how to do it other than me, because I don't?
I am just going to, I should
Oh,
just screenshot it.
I screenshotted it on my Mac. I can email
Okay,
it.
all right, we have it
Okay,
then.
woo!
Perfect. Thanks, everyone.
Good night.
Good night,
Night.
everyone. See you
Bye.
in July.
Bye. Yes. See you. See you.
See you in July.
Geraldine, you got the helm. There it goes.